I gotta pee already.
Gus, go with the theme song.
No, I don't do that.
Just turn off the ringer.
Burnie
It's a
didn't.
fucking button. Push it. You don't have to invent a time machine and go back and kill Alexander Graham Bell. Just fucking turn off the goddamn phone. That is fucking awesome. Shut up, Gavin.
Tupperware. He typed in sloppy pussy.
Hey, it's a podcast.
Hey.
So it is.
How are you doing, Jeff?
I'm okay, man. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
You look terrible.
Thanks, man. Burnie did this cool thing to me. Well, the night before last, I stayed up till like 4 a.m. helping Griffin do something for her career.
Sex stuff?
Yeah. No, dude, I wish.
Oh.
And we're married. We don't. There's no sex
Oh, okay.
stuff.
It was just for career, you said.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then last night, I was working on some Bioshock videos, and then at about 11 o'clock, Burnie messaged me and said, "Hey, can you proof a video for me in about 45 minutes?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I was about to go to bed." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. The dude's at work. He's busting his ass. Yeah, I'll stay up and proof it." And then at about like, I don't know, 11:45, he goes, "It'll be like another half hour." And I'm like, "Okay." And then at like 12:45, he goes, "Another 15 minutes." And I go, "Okay."
See, you're in the slippery slope.
And then at like 1:45, he just logged off. And so I just went to bed. So I stayed up till 2 last night waiting to proof a video that never showed up.
I wish he was here to defend himself, but for the third week in a row, he's bailed on us. I think ever since he had that conversation about late night television, he's been afraid to show his face here on the podcast again.
That might be it. I don't know. We ran him off.
For shame.
I heard that was an impassioned conversation.
Yeah, it definitely was. How about you, Joel? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Nothing going on at
Really?
all.
That's like a first for you, isn't it?
It is a first for me. I would like to get the Guitar Hero version of that intro, though. If we could figure that one out, that would be pretty awesome.
I wonder what he would call that song. What's it called?
Let me look. I rename them all when I get them, so I know what I'm doing. He didn't call it anything. He called it RT Intro Edit. It's by Josh Clark, who is Holy Sticks 04. STIX.
And
Of course.
It sounds like you guys were a little less than impressed with the last night's Lost. Is that right?
Do we want to get into that?
Well, here we mention it.
It was it was slow. I feel like there's a lot of exposition going on right now.
I'll say this. I don't want to spend another 20 minutes talking about Lost in the podcast, especially because there wasn't 20 minutes worth of stuff to talk about in last night's episode. Mm-hmm. But hey, we have 15 episodes to go in the whole series and a lot of unanswered questions to tie up, right?
I figured,
So why not address something in the episode? That was the most boring, rambling, not a goddamn thing happened episode I've seen in at least probably 2 seasons.
How many episodes do you think that you've seen of Lost that just had no payoff whatsoever? It was just...
Well, when I was watching it
know.
initially, when I watched the first time through when the first season was airing, I kind of felt like that. I felt like a lot of stuff was just slow and nothing was resolving, nothing was happening. And I was really on the fence about the show the whole first season. But like looking back now and watching it, I love it.
Really?
I think it's fantastic. It's one of the better seasons. So I wonder if I'm just too close to it now, like I was to the first season when that was airing.
Let me ask you a question. What was the best thing to come out of last night's episode to you?
I think the best thing in last night's episode was when Jack swallows the pill and the dude tries to get him to, like, the dude goes from like being very cool and collected to like all of a sudden panicking and trying to beat it out of him.
That was kind of cool. Were you excited to see Claire return?
It was interesting to see Claire return. I was under the impression we wouldn't see her again on the island.
No, I kind of always assumed we would. You figure that, you get the impression that she's an agent of the bad guy, right?
Right.
The Man in Black. And that he's going to be amassing some sort of army for a final showdown.
So then, was Jack's dad also working for the bad guy?
Yeah.
But they were
or he was the bad guy.
But they were in Jacob's cabin.
See, yeah, but Jacob's cabin, they were in Jacob's cabin, and when they went and found them, they saw that the silt or the dust or whatever that they circled the cabin with had been broken. And that's how they were able to be
And
there.
is that why Locke heard the whisper of "help me"?
Yeah. And also, I think Jack's dad, it was actually the Man in Black. At least that's always the impression I got, because they can essentially inhabit any dead people, right? Which is why they were scared that Saeed had been turned, essentially, in the episode, and I guess maybe he has. Anyway, so that's at least why I always understood that they were in the cabin. And that's why they burned the cabin down at some point.
When we were watching last night, my wife had forgotten that Claire was Jack's half sister.
Oh, really?
Like that was like she was like, who's his sister? Who is that? I was like, it's Claire. So we'll see. I think they're starting to bring things back together by reminding people of things like that.
I hope they go somewhere with the flash, like the sideways flashes, because they're not doing anything for me.
The sideways flashes? Oh, like the alternate alternate reality.
I don't know what else to call
present?
them. They're not flash forward, they're not flash backwards, but they're like flash
prime
flash
universe.
left.
As you guys talk about this, I could only think that if only there was a way to combine Fallout and Lost into one thing, then we could really have a conversation. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I'm afraid sometimes when I'm talking about Lost that it sounds like I'm talking about a soap opera. Like, oh, Claire's really his long-lost half-sister.
It sounds like that.
It is. I got news for you, buddy. It is a soap opera.
And so-and-so's got amnesia, but they're in a coma.
And they're pregnant.
And Locke's not really dead.
Hey, God, I'm watching Guiding Light, aren't I?
Yeah, pretty much.
I've been lying to myself for the past 6 years.
It's Guiding Light with special effects and guns. That's all it is.
I don't know how people feel. I'm going to change the subject. I don't know how people feel about the iPad. Very much is like going back and forth. I know that Gus had a strong feeling about the iPod when it came out, and I think you were right on. But apparently Disney had its conference call last night, and if you got like a nickel for every time that Disney brought up the term iPad, you'd be a millionaire.
Well,
really?
That's synergy, Joel. That's the whole Pixar Apple connection.
It's concerning how much they're in love with the iPad and how much they think that it's going to be the thing and how much they're reading their content to be applied to this thing.
When the iPod first came out, I remember I may have even talked about this on the podcast. Everyone on Slashdot was talking about what a piece of shit it was and how it was overpriced, and I had some comments in there talking about how all these people were missing the point. It was fantastic. It's going to be a huge piece of technology, going to change everything. I don't feel that way about the iPad, but I'm reserving judgment until I get my hands on one.
It seems like every time a little piece of technology comes out, it's like, wait till you see the ESPN application for this. It's going to be great. And every single one of them fails just about. But again, last night Disney was touting, wait till you see this ESPN app that you can have for the iPad. It's going to be great.
That's also synergy.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say too much bad about it until I actually use one and see what it's capable of.
Obviously, if they can do for video what they did for audio through a device, it will be huge. The question is, can they make that happen?
I'm buying one on day one.
Are
So
you?
you guys are more than welcome to use mine. Yeah, because this was 2010 was going to be the year that I bought an e-reader anyway. And it's like $100 more expensive than a Kindle.
And you have a Kindle, right?
I don't have a Kindle yet,
don't have
but
a
I was because there's a bunch. There's like 5 new e-readers that are going to hit the market this year that are all pretty cool, and so I was going to get one of those. And I figured, fuck it, I'll just lay down another $100 and buy an iPad, and then I'm going to give it to Griffin because she does a lot of she does design work,
Right.
designing sets and stuff for plays.
Right.
And she always has to go to meetings and borrow my laptop, and she's always having to sketch on pieces of paper to show people stuff. And this, it has
This
that
should be
application
perfect.
brushes for her,
know-
she can just sketch right on the screen and show
That sounds
people.
perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know a single person that has a Kindle that doesn't love it?
No, well, I only know Burnie is the only person I know that has a Kindle, but he loves his.
Yeah, every person that I know that has a Kindle loves it.
Are you going to get the Wi-Fi or the 3G one?
I'm going to get the Wi-Fi one because I don't think Griffin. I don't intend to pay for the 3G, and I don't think it would get used anyway. And honestly, where do we go that we can't connect to Wi-Fi in Austin anyway?
It's true for the most part.
And-
But when I had my iPod Touch, there were places I wish I had
And
it.
don't you get free AT&T Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you can connect to AT&T Wi-Fi hotspots for free.
So even if we're like in the airport or whatever, we're probably fine.
not in the Austin airport or most airports.
Wait.
Yeah.
They don't like that. They don't have a version of the iPad that has capabilities of doing Wi-Fi and 3G?
No, yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
They do,
That
yeah.
seems-
It's an extra $100.
Yeah, the 3G version also has Wi-Fi.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I don't think I would use the 3G very often. And the few times that I would need it, I could probably just use my iPhone, which already has 3G. So I don't see a reason to pay an extra $20 a month.
Does the iPad have Bluetooth? Do you know? Like,
I have no
eventually, when you can tether your iPhone, thanks AT&T, when you can eventually tether your iPhone, will you be able to tether it to your iPad?
I mean, that would make sense, right? Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because AT&T's a piece of shit, and even though they promised you to be able to do that last summer, you still can't do it.
That's true. We'll see, huh?
I'm trying to see. I don't know that it has Bluetooth necessarily. I don't know what you would use Bluetooth on it for.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it does have Bluetooth 2.1 and EDR.
I'm pretty excited about it, though. I don't. If it wasn't for my wife, I don't think I would buy one. Just because I don't I don't think I would use it enough, but I'm excited to see how much she uses it, and then I can just borrow it and see how cool it is.
Sure.
Because if it's as cool as they say it's going to be, and I've learned to trust Apple over the years.
Yeah.
For the most part. So
I don't know. There's a couple of missteps in there.
There's a few missteps.
What about the TV thing?
Apple TV? I don't know if I'd consider it. Yeah, kind of a misstep. I don't know. What do you think, Gus?
Apple TV is stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should explain before I just write stuff off like that. They're doing stuff to fix it. I felt like Apple TV got off on the wrong foot because they were the initial models when it first came out. You couldn't do HD, and that was I didn't understand that.
I remember you and I went as soon as they got them in the Apple Store. You and I went up to check them out, and it looked like shit.
Yeah, it's terrible, and they've done a lot of stuff. They fixed that, and the new software works a lot better. They just need to integrate the PC experience more so that you can use it as a standalone, as opposed to like needing to get your media off of a computer or an iPod or something.
If they pipe Hulu into the Apple
exactly
TV,
what I was thinking.
I'll buy one that day.
Yeah, if they could pipe it,
I'll buy two.
Or if they could use, what are those programs like Boxy? I think does that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
But this iPad looks like you can. I guess they've got a case for it and a keyboard you can plug into it and all kinds of shit.
When's it coming out?
March, I think. The Wi-Fi version comes out in March. I think the 3G version comes out in April.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting it in like 3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that processor of theirs works out.
Oh yeah, they're
custom built A4 processor.
It's gonna be cool. I hope it's not a dud.
Well, for your sake, I hope it's not a dud either.
I mean, even if it is kind of a dud, the reason I'm buying it, I think it'll be used appropriately in my household, so it's gonna work regardless. But
my wife hates it.
Does she really?
She will not. Every time she sees someone talking about it, she will not talk about how stupid it is. And I always keep saying, just calm down.
She has an iPhone.
I'm like, your iPhone's fine.
That seems
her big deal is, let's say you have an iPad, right?
Yeah.
She says, she wants to be able to prop it up and type on it. She doesn't understand why you would look down and type or why you would hold it up and type.
But you can do that. They sell a docking bay for it.
Yeah, but just the device itself should be able to do that.
But your iPhone doesn't.
Yeah, but your iPhone fits like this in the palm of your hand. The iPad's a little too big for that.
Yeah, but
I can see her point on that.
I guess, but most tablets are same thing.
Yeah.
All e-readers are like that. You can't you can't prop up a Kindle.
Yeah, but this is more than an e-reader. They're not touting it as an e-reader. And tablets have, a lot more like handwriting recognition stuff, which is dumb. I'm glad they don't have that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm sold on it either. Just because it's like the iPod, iPhone, something that can fit in your pocket and you can take with you, and it has all these full capabilities. That works. I don't see people carrying around.
Dude,
unless if there's a way that you can have a device that fits in your pocket and then it somehow projects a screen that's large,
or it folds out. It's an iPad that folds down to the size of an iPhone. And you're like, hold on.
For years, I heard the rumor about how Apple was coming up with this technology that it would basically project a keyboard, like a light. It would project a light keyboard, and you would type on that, and that's how it would work.
I've seen those keyboards before.
Does it work?
Those keyboards exist. They're kind of hard. Like they're a little slower than you would expect because
I would expect
there's no
it to
tactile
be. I would
feedback.
expect it to be pretty slow, actually.
Like it's weird to type and not have the tactile feedback from a keyboard.
It's almost like they would have to have the fake sound clicks for every time just to process it correctly.
I think that thing will come in handy on trips too. I mean, we travel a lot, and I think that'll be a lot of fun on a plane.
Yeah, the battery life is great.
It's fantastic.
To watch movies.
And I don't always want to lug my laptop around. How much does that thing weigh? It's like 2 pounds or something crazy.
1.5 pounds.
1.5 pounds. That's perfect.
0.68 kilograms for the rest of the world.
I can't picture myself on a trip where I'm not going to take my laptop though. So it's like a thing where it's like, well, now I'm taking my laptop and this iPad.
I would that could replace my laptop in a second. As long as you can get on Safari and check your mail.
Joel and I go on daddy trips and do work. So we need our laptops.
I've been on those daddy trips, and that thing does what? I guess if you wanted to do editing on your laptop, there would be that,
or transfer files.
I guess
it's limited. It can't replace a laptop for.
I want an editing station that's a portable editing station that also can have an FTP and all the functionality. That's what I want.
So you want your laptop?
For the everyday consumer.
You got one, MacBook Pro.
You got a MacBook Pro.
Yeah, you're set.
I went with you when you bought it.
Yay! So Jeff, you're playing BioShock 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm playing the hell out of it.
What do you think about that?
It's a lot like BioShock 1. Did you play BioShock 1?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did.
Then you would probably be.
My only feeling about BioShock was I remember it won the Game of the Year when it came out.
Yes,
for the video. Is there any connection between that show, the Video Game Awards, and video games? have you guys found
I
a
think
single
about the VGAs.
Have you found a single connection between the VGAs and video games?
They show video game trailers.
I don't know.
That's about it.
I mean,
They have
maybe it's
fake
just me.
exclusive trailers.
What I don't get is like all these games get like Game of the Year or whatever. Who awards that? Because there's like 5 games of the year. Like there's like 5 different games that'll come out and have like Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you have to do is get a magazine to call you Game of the Year, right? Like GameSpot calls you Game of the Year, you get to be Game of the Year, and you get to put it on your box art, I guess.
I guess so. There needs to be a standard.
I agree with that. I do.
There needs to be like a ratings board, like the Oscars.
a governing body. Yeah,
Right. Like
ESRB.
I guess that's what the VJs are trying to be.
Give me the
I guess so.
ESRB game
guess.
of the year.
there was the least punching in this game.
punching in this game. This is our game of the year.
I'm surprised they made a sequel to BioShock. I really am. I felt like the original BioShock wrapped up so neatly and was like a self-contained package. I haven't played BioShock 2. I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet.
I hope it's not a spoiler if I say, you're right. They wrapped it up so good. It's like they had to go forward in time, right?
Story makes sense.
Does it?
I think so. I think it makes it's written in a way that makes it feel consistent and also, I don't know if necessary is the word, but like it doesn't feel like a stretch to me.
I don't think that it's possible if someone produces a video game and it makes X amount of dollars, it's not possible to not have a sequel.
No,
in this
absolutely.
environment.
Like,
you know what I
the
mean?
day-
Whether it's good or not, they're going to make it.
The day that BioShock got Game of the Year, you had to know. Hell, the day it sold 1 million copies, you had to know there'd be a sequel.
Absolutely.
course.
And I got news for you. There'll be a BioShock 3 too. Mm-hmm. Just like there's going to be Mass Effect 3 and Fallout 4.
Unless BioShock 2 doesn't do well, but it probably
It probably will do well.
It's doing well.
I'm
sure.
concerned about, and I haven't really played the multiplayer either. We worked on a commercial spot for the game, and we used multiplayer to make that commercial.
We spent
but that's not really playing the game.
We spent several days within the multiplayer, and the entire time we spent looking at a fish.
Yeah, we were looking at fish.
Well, that's the problem with the kind of work we do.
I know. Yeah, so I have no
we
idea.
play video games, but we don't play them.
The fish, by the way, is awesome.
And we also come up with like our own names for levels that don't have anything to do with the actual names. It's like let's go to Blanche's apartment. Okay, it's like what level is that? I think it's Mercury Suites is what it's actually called.
We are experts at coming up with our own title. Even for the shorts, we've got like 4 titles for each short that make total sense to all of us. But when you go to the site, it's not titled any of those titles.
I haven't had the opportunity to play the multiplayer yet, but I hear it's really, really good. Mm-hmm. Everything I've read about it is that the multiplayer really shines. But as far as single player, the only real difference from BioShock 1 is that the hacking is easier. Like, they really dumb down the hacking, so you don't spend all day turning those little fucking tubes.
Really,
Right.
which is much appreciated.
That's really weird to me. Like, to me, this is so dumb. To me, that was like my favorite part of the game.
Oh, really? That got so old so quickly.
Like, remember there was a little game with the pipes called What Works that was like from the 80s or something, or from the early 90s that they just incorporated into that game.
Oh, really? I
Do
don't
you know
remember
what I'm talking about? Or
No, I don't remember that.
Really?
No.
You might have made that game up.
No, I'm telling you, dude, I played that thing.
I'm sure in your head you played it.
Oh my god,
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody bagged me up.
But no, it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect 2 in that like they basically took BioShock 1 and streamlined it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like the game feels like it plays faster. I don't feel like I'm spending as much time running around searching for shit like I did in BioShock 1. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more linear than BioShock 1 was. Like in BioShock 1 you could pretty much explore the entire map at any point. And that's definitely not the case in BioShock 2.
I have to disagree with you. I don't think you can explore the entire map at any given point necessarily.
Well, you could go back and around and stuff. You didn't have to go like necessarily in the right order.
Yeah, like they had a big open map, and it was like you're at A, you have to go unlock X before you can get to B.
BioShock 2, it's once you clear a level, you're done. You can't go back.
Oh, really?
It's over. Yeah, and so it's like super linear. And I don't get the feeling like in the level design so far. I'm only like 3 or 4 levels in. Like, I would get to a world, like a level in BioShock, and I'd be like, where the fuck do I go again? There's like 12 doors to go through, and I'd always feel like I was missing stuff. I don't feel like that at all in BioShock 2.
I liked the map in BioShock 1, the way, like, when you pulled it up, the icons they used to denote the different things. Like,
Still have that.
Yeah, I thought that was done well. Like, I never had to look at the key to figure it out. Like, oh, there's a clown face here, that means the Circus of Values is there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But I will say, if BioShock 1 didn't blow you away, I don't think BioShock 2 will. It's just a slightly faster, it's more streamlined version of the first one.
Now to jump to the other side and play the other side of the coin. I hear that the story picks up and really gets good at the very end, though.
Yeah, that's what I've read too. I don't know what that would be, but so far I'm really enjoying the story. They have I'm collecting audio logs to do videos for Achievement Hunter, and there's like 124 or so in there. And the audio logs, I didn't pay any attention to them in the first one. I collected them and didn't listen to them. But there's a lot of like little side stories going on in BioShock 2 that are all pretty interesting. Like, I actually look forward to listening to the audio logs.
Yeah, the first time I played through BioShock, I didn't pay attention to audio logs either, but I just replayed through it, last month to get ready for BioShock 2, and I paid attention to all the audio logs this time around. And yeah, it's the same thing. There's a lot of stuff going on that you can miss if you're not paying attention to them.
That's so funny. It's like I had the exact same experience, where it's just like going through, just didn't listen to them. That's so weird.
That's the same thing as like essentially like with Mass Effect 2 and most of the BioWare action RPG games. I would always just like to get through the word, the text trees as quickly as I can to get back to fighting. In Mass Effect 2, I've watched every scene, and I've enjoyed every conversation.
Yeah, I've already finished Mass Effect 2 twice, once as a Paragon, once as a Renegade, and I'm starting my third and fourth playthroughs right now.
How's the ending?
It's good. It's dark. When Mass Effect 1 came out, they said they wanted, to make a trilogy and have 3 games. So, like Empire Strikes Back, the middle's always going to be kind of dark. So the game ends kind of on an up note, but kind of on a bigger down note, if that makes sense. So I'm really looking forward to the next one.
I will say I'm excited to get through BioShock so I can get back to playing Mass Effect for fun.
And then once you finish Mass Effect, you can get back to Fallout.
Yeah, and then I can get back to Fallout, right? God.
You're never digging yourself out of this hole.
No, and it's impossible. And they just keep announcing games, and they keep piling it on. Like, they just announced a new Ghost Recon is coming out this year, and fucking Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out next spring, and a new Mass Effect in some way next spring.
New Medal of Honor this summer.
New Medal of Honor this summer. That we knew about that, but
yeah, but they just cemented it up that it was coming out this year.
Lego Star Wars comes out this year. Lego Star Wars 3. God, it's just like every day there's a new game announcement.
Whatever happened to that Ubisoft game, I'm Still Alive? Was that what it was called?
I'm Alive.
I'm Alive, yeah.
Yeah, that got pushed to next year, I think.
Oh, did it? That's too bad. I saw the trailer for that last year. I thought it was coming out last year.
Yeah, we saw the trailer at E3 last year, right?
Huh.
I think. And, there's just like, and hell, in the next couple of weeks, we still have Splinter Cell coming up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Red Dead Redemption is coming out really
Yeah.
soon. Man, Battlefield Bad Company 2 is on its way out. Mm-hmm. Hey.
Speaking of Bad Company, I was in kind of a lull recently where I didn't know what game to play, so I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 1943 again.
Oh, yeah?
It's a lot of fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Battlefield 1943, it's on sale this week, I think.
Yeah, I think
on
it is.
Xbox Live.
Oh, that's right. It's like $10 this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't get it the first time, I'd highly recommend picking that up.
Maybe the best arcade game on the 360.
I think so.
That or Shadow Complex, I would say.
Ooh,
Shadow Complex is so good, man.
I do also like Pac-Man CE, though.
Pac-Man CE was a lot of fun.
That's a different caliber of game.
I feel like that was the first game where I reached the limit of the controller on the Xbox, where I just couldn't interface with it.
I remember that. You had a lot of trouble with Pac-Man CE. That little Pac-Man never went the direction you wanted him to go.
Yeah. And it's funny because I feel like I still have the same experience in Modern Warfare, too, where it's like for some reason someone walks up, shoots Joel then stabs at the air because I always mash down on that left god frickin' stick every single frickin' time. I don't like the functionality of clicking down I got too much tension.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit, that's another one. They announced another fucking Dragon Age next spring as well, right? Mm-hmm. I haven't even played the first one yet. Should I go back and play that?
Yeah, totally.
It's like, I feel like we're almost getting to the point now where it's like games are good enough where it's like, okay, if I didn't play Mass Effect 1, it's like if I play Mass Effect 2 and I like it, it's almost like, well, I'm going to go back and buy Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
And the fall off isn't, in terms of, graphics and it's not that much,
Well, we're
it's
already
totally playable.
What are we, 6? How far into the Xbox are we? The 360? 6 years? 5 years?
A little over 4 years. It launched in November of 2005, so we are 4 years and 3 months in.
Wow.
Oh, I can look at my hoodie to tell me.
There you go.
It launched November 21st, 2005.
There you go.
Is there any talk of the next generation of PlayStation?
Nope. Not till what did they say? 2012 at the earliest.
Yeah, they're trying to get the most they can out of the current hardware.
I think I read somewhere that they want a 10-year cycle, which I'm totally fine with, man. Because like Joel said, it's the Xbox 360 and I guess the PS3 are good enough that I don't feel any technical limitations. I don't feel any graphical limitations. I love the system, and I just want them to keep developing games for this Xbox.
Until you see the tech demos for the next generation, and then you're like, holy shit, the stuff I'm playing looks like absolute crap.
Yeah, I guess. Those tech demos never turn out to be
When's the last thing that you've seen where
though?
It's like, wow, that is just graphically a next generation step?
There was a demo for when
I feel like that happened like 5-6 years ago when we went to the, like, you'd see things that were like, oh my god, you know, I haven't felt that in a long. Is it me? I don't know.
There was this demo for the PS3 before the PS3 came out of this like Uncharted 2 style third person shooter game where you were like in a desert and you were fighting dudes and you slid over a car. Do you remember this trailer, Gus?
Yeah.
It was like the coolest looking game, and I remember thinking like, wow, that's the best looking video game I've ever seen. It was like playing a cutscene to the nth degree, and then they just canceled the game. I don't even remember the name of the game.
That's we saw that demo at E3, and that's when Steven Spielberg was sitting next to us.
Oh yeah, we sat next to Steven Spielberg. But yeah, that's the last time I felt like that. And then they just do that. I don't know. That game may have never actually been in development. They may have just made a cool trailer to show off the PS3.
That Final Fantasy VII like remake in the PS3 engine was pretty cool. It was just like a tech demo though.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever saw that.
I did see that.
But everyone's so nostalgic for Final Fantasy VII. When the original Xbox got launched, they had that tech demo. I don't know if you remember it, of like that girl walking alongside the robot, moving, and the robot was moving. Bill Gates did the unveiling on that.
I don't remember that.
There's like a giant mech standing next to her. I'll put that in the link dump.
Yeah, I don't know. I do remember there being a trailer for an Xbox game when the Xbox was on its way out that was kind of like something Void, maybe not Dark Void, but and it was like a futuristic sci-fi like mechy kind of shooter that also looked really cool and trailery or like really cutscene-y, and then that game never came out either.
You're talking that might be Duality that you're talking about.
Is it?
Which was a game that got canceled.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the link dump, and you can tell me whether or not that was a game.
I'm still waiting for Dungeon Keeper 3, which is probably not going to come out.
Well, Tropico 3 comes out next week, which I'm really excited about. And if Tropico 3 is coming out next week, what's to keep them from making a Dungeon Keeper 3?
There you go.
Because those Tropico 2 and Dungeon Keeper 2 came out like more or less the same time.
That was the greatest game ever. I thought Dungeon Keeper was the greatest game ever.
Or that game, what was it called? Wetworks with the pipes? I've been waiting for that forever.
I saw graphical. It looks awesome, dude. The water is so real.
The tech demo for Wetworks 2 was incredible.
Which is funny to me because I think I actually got the name of that game correct, too, and you're still not believing me.
I'm sure Gus can find it for the link dump.
I hope so.
I played it on my Palm phone.
Did you really?
Yeah, oh god, like crazy.
I forgot, I should have brought this up right a second ago when we were talking about the original Xbox tech demo. Xbox Live for the original Xbox is getting turned off April 15th.
That's true. Yeah, finally.
Say that again?
The original Xbox will no longer be able to connect to Xbox Live effective April 15th. Also, if you play original Xbox games in your 360, those won't be able to have live functionality anymore.
Halo 2?
Nope.
So as a result, Bungie wants everyone to get together on April 14th and play Halo 2 for the last time because it's the last time we'll be able to play on Xbox Live.
I think that's a great idea. I think that'll be fun. Are you going to do it?
I'm totally going to do that. I can't remember the last time I played Halo 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while.
If you haven't gotten all your achievements.
There aren't any achievements. It's an Xbox One game.
Well, Halo 2 PC has them. Hey, I wonder how that's going to work. Will they turn off...
No, that's live for Windows or...
Is that so that's totally different?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's different.
God, that's so weird to me. Halo 2 didn't have achievements. Jesus.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It's crazy. I don't know.
It was a bad time for humanity. Pre-achievements. Dark ages.
That was the last game where I could convince myself that I didn't totally, completely suck because there was no bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I played Halo 2 with you one time. I remember just fucking around in the office, and you beat me like 40-2. I hated you.
That was the one of the very, very rare times where I'd actually played a game a lot, and I got lucky. But it was funny. It's because Jeff could, 90% of the games out there he could beat me at. But it was so funny. They happened to be shooting a documentary.
Oh, that's right.
Office, and like, how about we have you guys play in the background? And so somewhere there's a documentary of me.
You just destroyed me.
Jeff. It was so funny.
It was brutal. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, that goes to show you, because it's like Jeff had been shooting Machinima in the Halo 2 environment a lot, and I had been like playing it a lot.
Shooting in Halo 2 a lot.
It's like filming and playing. Two different things.
Yeah, two totally different things.
It's true.
I saw an article the other day that talked about the Australian Censor Board has outlawed girls with small breasts from doing porn.
Why?
They think that when women with small breasts do porn, that it's like fetishizing prepubescent girls.
That's the
and underdeveloped girls. So
weirdest
I guess
thing.
the Australian Classification Board no longer allows women with A cups to be in porn.
That's just bizarre.
Wow.
That country is fucking weird.
Let's see. It says they ban mainstream pornography from showing women with A cup breasts, apparently on the grounds that they encourage pedophilia, and in spite of the fact that there's a normal breast size for many adult women.
You know, now if we could only somehow ban male genitalia in porn, that would be. That would be
Man,
good.
what's next with those guys?
Oh, I think
They're already banning every video game to come out.
Australia also banned pornographic depictions of female ejaculation. The censors branded it abhorrent. Man, that settles it. I can't live in Australia now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't live without my female ejaculation.
I need my sloppy pussy.
That's so gross. Oh man!
But that's I think I saw that last week, and I've been dying to bring that up on the podcast.
Did you see any movies this weekend or anything?
Oh man,
I don't think anyone can stop that.
You know,
Joel's gonna lose it.
I'm glad you asked. The other day I watched The Invention of Lying. Finally, you know that
you were
Ricky
telling me
Gervais
about
movie.
that.
Yeah, and we saw the trailers for, I guess, late last year.
Did you see that?
No, I'm not going to see it now because I love Ricky Gervais.
Right.
And
it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
This is so disappointing to me because I haven't seen it. Jeff hasn't seen it, but to me the premise is like, what a great premise!
Oh, hilarious! When I saw that trailer, I thought that dude's brilliant. That is a brilliant idea for a film.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's just poorly executed. You know, Jonah Hill's in that movie.
Yeah, Jonah Hill's in everything.
I didn't know he was in it until he made his appearance. It's not very good. I don't know. It's not quite what I was expecting, I guess. It wasn't the lighthearted comedy I was looking for.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, it's like when they set down a precedent like that, immediately your brain goes, oh, they could do this, or they could do this, or they could do this, or they could do this. And then when they don't do that.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of comedy, have you been watching Saturday Night Live lately?
Yeah. I normally watch it every week. I've kind of half watched the last 2 weeks, though.
Man, for some reason they've been on lately.
I don't know.
Yeah,
The Sigourney Weaver episode I wasn't too into, and some of this last week with Ashton Kutcher I didn't think it was that great. But they had a couple of skits that were just
I got to disagree
funny.
with you. I feel like you're. I don't know what it is. I feel like we're not running in the same like comedic circle right now for some reason.
You think so?
Some of the stuff you find funny, I find terrible. Like that sports talk alien thing.
Oh, dude, that was so funny.
They've done that skit like 5 times. It's always the same joke.
But I've seen every episode this season, and I've never seen it.
Well, apparently you haven't seen all of them.
That was the first time I saw that alien thing. I thought it was hysterical. You know?
It was
now,
really
the
funny.
thing that Bernie linked with the Riley joke, I don't get it.
Well,
that's the Fred Armisen saying "you bitch" for 10 minutes.
Don't get it.
like at the dinner table?
Yeah, that was
not funny.
That was terrible.
Not funny. But no, like this last week they had Kristen Wiig and Fred Armistead do that singing duo that show up on the news.
Oh, they've done
they're
that.
Unprepared.
They've done that.
Yeah,
before
I've seen
too.
them do that a couple times. But this last week, it was. Did you see it?
Yeah,
it was so fucking funny. Fred Armistead just completely and totally cracked Kristen Wiig up. She couldn't continue, and they both had to put their heads down. They were laughing so hard. I've never seen anybody bail on a joke.
That's actually when I turned SNL off, because they showed Kenan Thompson doing that Jean K. Jean, which I hate. And then those two came out, and I was like, that's it, I'm not watching anymore. I turned away at that point.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen on Saturday Night Live in a long, long, long time. And right after that, also that show, I think that maybe you and I are different in that I like really out there, bizarre comedy. Mm-hmm. And this show, Saturday Night Live is getting really weird. Like the Burn Notice skit, you probably didn't see that. Because that was right after the news.
that's when I turned off. Yeah.
Like that was just so weird, and it was so funny because it was just such a bizarre premise. They had I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it, Joel? They had that TV show Burn Notice on USA Channel?
Only seen the commercials.
Yeah, nobody knows what it's about, right? I couldn't tell you what it's about. So they had a game show called What is Burn Notice, and all the contestants try to come up with like anything to describe Burn Notice. They watch promos, and they're like, tell me one thing about the show from this promo, and nobody can do it. It's very, very, very funny.
That's kind of funny.
Great concept.
Yeah, and then right after that, they had Andy Samberg's Mitt Romney apology to Sarah Palin.
Oh no, that was Emmanuel Rahm.
Oh, Emmanuel Rahm, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rahm Emanuel.
Sorry.
God damn it. And just old white dudes.
I was closer than you were. Shut up.
You were. And that was just like also very, 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 very funny. I don't know. Those two skits alone made the whole episode.
Yeah, it sounds like I need to get more in.
They just do really weird stuff, like the sports alien thing. Like, I don't know why Gus doesn't like it. That's such a weird premise.
It's because they show
so
it
funny.
over and over, and I really hate Kenan Thompson. Anytime he's on the screen, it's just like nails on a chalkboard to me.
He's one of the funniest people on the show.
No,
I love him.
It sounds like he's always trying to do a
it's
bad
funny.
Bill Cosby
See,
impression of me.
I'm right in between you guys. See, because I thought the skit was hysterical. That guy not as funny as probably someone else could have.
No,
I don't know. I think he's funny. I like him.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
He's really
the alien guy to me was hysterical.
He's really grown on me. I think this
Yeah?
might be one of the better casts they've ever had. Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause everybody on that show is.
I don't want to sound like I'm dumping on the show constantly. I think they're all right.
I dislike Fred Armstead in almost everything he does.
Uh-huh.
But he's the only one. I like everybody else on the show.
My wife always tells me I look like Fred Armisen.
That's not cool.
I know. I'm like, thanks.
I will say that
And
though.
then she's like, no, I think he's hot though. And I'm like, what?
That dude has that dude's like a chameleon though. He can look like any ethnicity in like 2 seconds.
You're like,
I don't know
what?
how he does it.
You're like, what?
I know.
What was that story? I can't remember if it was a Luke comic or someone had told me this, or Jeff told me this, where Gus went to a bar and some dude was staring.
Gus and I were in San Jose at the Cinnabar.
Oh yeah.
Some dude was staring at Gus and staring at Gus and staring at Gus and staring at Gus. And finally, at the end of the night, he comes up to Gus and he's like, "What did he say?"
He goes,
Well, I was trying to go to the bathroom. And He
Yeah.
was playing pool and he was blocking the way. And I walk up to him and I go, "Excuse me, I'm trying to get to the
and the
bathroom."
guy goes, "Hold on a second. I could do this every time. Half black, half Chinese,
No, he goes half black, half Korean.
half Korean."
And I was like, "Nope." Can I go to the bathroom now? But
He's like, I'm never wrong.
I thought you were Japanese for the first year. I knew
I thought he
you.
was Samoan when I met him.
You know what's funny about that is the last time I went to New Zealand, one night my wife Nico and I all went out to this bar that was down the street from where we were staying in Auckland. And we walk in and it was like karaoke night at the bar or something. It's like a bunch of regulars. They're all going up and singing. And there was this one like real drunk Maori dude who was like standing at the bar next to me. And he turns to me and goes, "What are you, Mexican or something?" And I was like, "What the fuck? I was like, how did you know?" He goes, "I can always tell."
He's the only dude
He's
on the
only
planet.
dude who's ever gotten it right.
Please tell.
That guy's a genius.
Hey, so favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Betty White.
Probably the Betty White one.
I didn't see the Betty White one.
That's funny.
It's the Snickers commercial.
And
plus
Betty
it
White
also
and
had
Abe Vigoda.
I love anything with Abe Vigoda.
Yeah, you gotta love Abe Vigoda.
I'm proud that he's still alive. Go Abe.
After that commercial, I don't know.
Yeah. What about you, Joel? Who's your favorite?
I went back and like I tuned in to like the third quarter of the Super Bowl, so I missed a lot of commercials. Went on the internet and just sort of looked through some of them, and there was a career builder commercial.
Oh yeah, right.
I thought that was hysterical.
Which one was that? I mean,
The one where it's like casual Friday's gone too far, and like people are showing up like
No. It's the one where
Oh.
it's how you hate your job.
Oh.
And I think it's probably like I've been doing this too long because it was an ad where they take like 6 shots and just repeat them again and
Oh,
again.
that was
over
from
and over.
last year.
God damn! See how out of it
It's
I
the
am.
one where they punch a koala and the woman's screaming in the car.
I'm a year
yeah.
behind.
that was
I'm a
last
year
year's
behind.
Super Bowl commercial.
That's why I get to looking on the internet for Super Bowl commercials.
You know what I think is funny? Did you notice that in the Megan Fox Motorola commercial they used a hand double?
Did they really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't notice.
Because Megan Fox has those big
Oh, she has.
spatulated
Yeah, she
thumbs.
has. Like, yeah,
And then on the close-up when she's using the phone, it's obviously like a hand model.
she's got tarred thumbs. I forgot about that.
using the phone instead of her.
Yeah, overall, I'd have to say it was a pretty weak year for Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah. Advertisers need to try a little harder.
I agree. I thought that most of the Doritos commercials I thought were just atrocious.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the one
those
in
were bad.
the one in the
Was that
gym I thought was
The one in the
funny.
gym was alright.
Was that like
Yeah.
a contest where
Yeah.
people could?
Yeah.
Okay, well that explains it.
Yeah, but yeah, the one in the gym I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, the Letterman commercial was pretty good.
It was okay. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much to it. It was cool in the sense that it was interesting that they were able to put those 3 people together in a room.
Yeah.
Let's not get into a detailed discussion about late night.
Right.
And let's just...
Apparently, I need to go back and listen to that podcast because I guess that was a really
It almost ended the podcast.
people, Bernie and I both were felt very passionately about the late night.
I
wars.
kept trying to drive the topic somewhere else, and I just kept getting dragged back in.
Yeah,
I did my best.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even following most of this stuff, but it's to me that they get Letterman and Leno on the same couch.
Yeah,
with
with
That's
Oprah in
funny.
between them.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was.
How
it
did
was
they get
funny
Leno
premise.
to agree to that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a win-win for everybody involved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably just
So,
trying to rehabilitate
absolutely.
his image, and
Yeah,
so why not?
yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
You know how at airports now they're starting to install like these full body scanners, and there's like all this outrage about it. People are scared that they'll be able to save naked pictures of you because these
Yeah.
scanners can see through your clothes and see all your junk and stuff.
Save naked pictures. Has the public seen itself?
Well, and the security side, the airports always say that these machines don't save images. They just display them, and then immediately they're purged. And the person looking at the images isn't even in the same room as you. Well, I read a story that I guess some Bollywood superstar went through one of those full-body scanning machines in London, and then right after he went through, people were bringing up naked pictures of himself from the machine so he could autograph.
How was
Awesome.
how was his junk?
That's awesome.
I don't know. There was no
see the
picture
picture?
in the story. What's his name? Shah Rukh Khan? I guess he was on some British television show Friday night with Jonathan Ross. And he said that he went through security, and right after, what did he say? Blah, 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 something happens. He said, I was a little scared. Something happens inside the scans, and I came out. Then I saw these girls. They had these printouts. I looked at them. I thought there were some forms I had to fill. I said, give them to me. And you could see everything inside. So I autographed for them.
If I was that dude, I would have extended my penis with a Sharpie and signed that.
You would too. It'd be awesome.
Fuck it, that'd be hilarious.
So I can't believe, after all this talk about how it's deleted right away, that this dude goes through and they have fucking printouts when he comes through security.
How's that
and also,
possible?
that's how slow security is.
And they're handing them out to people?
Like he went through and they had time to print out naked pictures of him so that while he was still there, he could autograph them.
Yeah, that's really...
And the funny part of the story that they don't tell you is the guy after him was actually carrying a bomb.
Nobody
he got all
noticed.
the way through and no printouts of that.
Everybody was looking at Bollycock.
Bollywood?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey-o!
Like penis wood.
I got you.
Yeah, okay, good, making sure.
Not like, lumberwood.
Right. That'd be lame. No one wants to see that.
No.
Well, I think it's odd that we haven't, it's been a couple of weeks and we haven't talked at all about the Oscar nominations.
Man, I'm having trouble being excited about the Oscars this year.
Really?
It's sort of like
I'm not down with that 10 films for Best Picture.
it's sort of like the NHL playoffs where they let almost everybody into the playoffs.
Yeah, right? It's like, or the NBA too. It's like you've got, if you make a film that makes over $20 million, you've got a 40% chance that it's going to be nominated for Best Picture?
I guess so.
That's I don't know.
It's funny too because from a marketing standpoint, this is something that almost had to happen to generate more cash flow for movies. So, what we were nominated.
Yeah, now we can re-release.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But something that we did talk about before the nominations came out is I'm surprised to see Up got nominated for Best Picture.
I'm happy that it got nominated.
Because I was very adamant that it was impossible, it wouldn't happen, and I'm glad to see that I was proven wrong.
Of all the Pixar movies, do you think where does Up stand?
Best.
Really?
I think.
I don't.
Really? What do you think the best Pixar movie is?
The one in space.
I think
Wall-E?
I think Wall-E is better than Up, but I think The Incredibles might be my favorite.
Wall-E, I can say because I watch all those movies over and over again with my kid. Wall-E does not hold up to subsequent viewings very well.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little slow and a little boring, honestly, and it doesn't pick up really until the last 20 minutes. And the thing about Up is I had hands down the most emotional response to that movie out of all of them.
Yeah, well, Up reminds you every 10 minutes that you need to be sad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they just do a really good job with that. It's just it's a cool, fun, poignant film. I like The Incredibles a lot. The Incredibles is a lot of fun.
To me, Wall-E was a movie where it's I think it had 2 lines of written dialogue.
Yeah.
And so for some reason that made it more universal.
Yeah.
Also,
but
I liked Wall-E more. I've seen it a couple times. I've seen a few subsequent viewings, and I still think I like it more than Up.
I'm down with the message and everything, but it also just was a little heavy-handed. I thought with the
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about that for sure. I just the Up. I felt like I was getting stabbed in the kidney with a rusty screwdriver.
Great film, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved Wall-E. I thought it was awesome. I saw it in the theater twice.
No. I mean, we're arguing which is better, porterhouse or filet mignon.
You're absolutely right.
It's a great argument to be having.
It's true. What? Who do you think should win?
Best Picture?
Yeah,
Avatar.
So the nominees, I'm sure everyone knows it's Avatar, The Blind Side, District 9, An Education, The Hurt Locker, Inglourious Bastards, Precious, A Serious Man, Up, and Up in the Air.
I haven't seen Hurt Locker yet, and I hear it's tremendous, but come on, dude. Avatar is the highest grossing film, domestic and worldwide, of all time, and it did it in 8 weeks.
I think that Avatar is basically The Wizard of Oz.
Sure.
It's the same thing. It's it's in color. Exciting,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that makes it the best.
Oh, I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. I thought technically it was tremendous. I mean, there's no arguing that. But I really liked the performance of what's her face, Zoe Saldana, so much.
Why can't our Saldana be that talented?
She did
or that hot?
She's the only hot talented Saldana.
She did
apparently.
a fantastic job.
She really
did a fantastic job. God love
And the
it.
people that animated that character did a tremendous job.
Yeah, they did.
I think I have the Hurt Locker and Precious coming to me in Netflix tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Movie party at Gus's.
No.
I'm gonna walk over.
I guess-
you told me I can show up at your house uninvited whenever I want to.
That's true.
So I'm gonna do it tomorrow night with some popcorn and a couple of beers.
No, don't bring. Popcorn's a big deal at our house. Don't
Okay.
bring popcorn.
I won't bring it.
We have the popcorn situation covered.
You know I can't eat popcorn anyway. So
Oh shit, that sucks. We are popcorn scientists at the Sorolla house.
What's the brand du jour?
I can't give any of my secrets away.
No.
No,
All right.
we got a machine. We've got like powders and mixtures.
I
and-
will say the last time I had popcorn at your house, it was Jiffy Pop on the oven.
Right. We've come a long way since then.
Okay, fair enough.
We are experts.
Not that there's anything wrong with Jiffy Pop.
We have a dedicated popcorn machine.
Okay, good. That sounds exciting.
We're serious.
Dedicated. That's not. You have a dedicated popcorn machine.
Yes.
Nice.
We're very serious.
How about one tip for the fans at home?
Use an air popper.
Okay.
It's the way to go.
There you
Microwave
go.
popcorn, crappy.
Well, come on. Doesn't everybody already know that?
Yeah, but that's what everyone goes for. And honestly, the air popper, it doesn't cost very much, and it's just as fast as a fucking microwave, if not faster. And it tastes a million times better.
Microwave popcorn was one of those things that just never quite worked. I don't know.
It's convenient, I guess, but then like you pop a bunch of popcorn in your microwave, and then your microwave always smells like generic popcorn butter, and it's weird. Like that, it becomes yellow. I don't know. It like fucks with your microwave.
Like hitting that sweet spot in the popcorn bag where you don't overburn the popcorn or underdo it, and then you have like too many seeds in there. I like trying to get in there where you ride that medium. I think it's literally like 3 nanoseconds.
My microwave has a popcorn button, and it cooks popcorn perfectly every time by hitting the popcorn button.
What the?
Yeah.
I don't even own a microwave.
Might be time to
So
upgrade the
face.
microwave.
I don't know, man. I guess
Technology.
Maybe so. It does vary from microwave to microwave. There's no doubt
It
about
definitely
that.
does, yeah.
The popcorn button does help. We have the popcorn button on the microwave here in the office. Mm-hmm. We also have a barcode scanner on the microwave.
Boy,
in the
that didn't
office.
turn out to be worth a damn.
No, that didn't.
That was a cool idea that fell flat.
I guess the theory was you could scan your food and it would know how to cook it, or you could like build a database in it of like foods and cook times and stuff. And
Turns
hours.
out that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a manual process. Our microwave doesn't connect to the internet and download that information.
No.
Now, if they could connect the microwave to the internet, then we might be talking.
I'll tell you, or if you didn't have to scan it, you just like there was an internal scanner and you just stick whatever it is in and it sees a barcode, so you don't have to fucking pull out the little barcode pen.
Yeah,
and
but
try
I mean,
to scan
how
it.
many things do you
There
put in
you go.
the microwave still in the box with the barcode though?
That's true. You have to come up with some sort of a system.
Can you imagine like buying a steak and on the steak it's got like some sort of tattoo barcode on the surface?
Joel,
of it?
I could not imagine buying a steak and sticking it in a
Yeah,
microwave.
who in the world
what
would
the fuck
microwave a
is
steak?
wrong with you?
I am the ultimate bachelor.
That's the most horrible thing I've ever
There's
heard in my entire
nothing.
life.
There's nothing you can't stick in a microwave.
You can broil a steak in your oven in like 7 minutes.
Broiling's awesome.
Yeah.
Every time I try and cook,
I started
it's bad.
I was trying to explain that to my wife the other day. I was asking what she wanted to do for Valentine's Day. We decided not to go out and fight the crowds and stuff. So I told her I'd cook like a special dinner for her and Mill, and I asked her what she wanted. She said that she wanted steak maybe, but that it'd be too cold to grill. And I was like, well, I'll just broil it. And she gave me the weirdest look, like, why would you broil a steak? I was trying to explain to her, every steak you eat at every restaurant is broiled.
Yeah,
For the like 99% of the time.
Any
how
any
most steaks
good
are
steak.
cooked.
it's true.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference between baking and broiling, right? Like, and to me, since I don't know a damn thing about cooking,
100
this
degrees
to me,
and where you put it on the rack.
No. Like, I
And
could be
where the
wrong.
heat comes from.
That's right. It's where the heat comes from. It's like, well, if it's heated from the top, if it's heated from the bottom, it's baking and it's heated. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But if it's both, that's it. It's top and bottom.
Broil is both. Yeah.
Broil is both. Baking is what? Just overhead?
Bottom.
Just bottom.
Yeah.
Do we need two terms? I thought it was a lot more complicated than that. As someone who never interfaces with...
And broiling is a lot more high temperature. The heat's a lot more intense. And typically you put what you're broiling a lot closer to the heat. Like baking,
Absolutely.
you like put it in the center and that's it. Broiling, you want to get it, like if you're broiling a steak, you want to get it like 1 to 1.5 inches away from your heat source
the
at the top.
lowest rack, or at the top, yeah. And you want to cook it on the highest heat possible.
Steak is a big deal at the Sorolla house too.
No,
Joel. Don't
yeah,
get me
no,
started. I've got a system.
No, it's God bless you.
It needs to be a minimum
should
of 500
be.
degrees.
It should be a big deal. It should be. It's such a big deal to me. I'm scared to even try. Yeah. God, we should start our own.
We start a
with
food podcast,
right?
I'll talk about some food. Fuck it,
Dude, I'll talk about some food. Like, for instance, I became a fan of Indian food last week.
Now,
How could you not be a fan of Indian food?
That's amazing to me because we took so many trips making commercials, and anytime Indian food came up, Jeff just wouldn't eat.
Yeah,
And
I
I'd be
don't
like, try some of this, try some of that.
Oh,
Nope,
it's
nope,
good.
nope.
It's great
I don't
stuff.
like Joel. I don't like anything. And I'm trying so hard to break out of that because I've really gotten into cooking, and it's hard to cook if you don't like seafood. If you only like Mexican food, it's really. I mean, I can only make enchiladas so many times, right? I can only grill steaks so often. So I've been trying to expand my palate. And Griffin and I went to this. We've probably talked about this before, but Austin has this thing where all the new restaurants are in trailers, and they're just in parking lots or in fields or whatever. It sounds kind of weird. Well,
it's totally weird.
Griffin and I found an Indian restaurant called Garage Mahal, and it's in somebody's backyard. And all the seating is outdoor, and they cook it in a trailer, and it's like dine-in service.
Sounds like a
but
beer commercial.
It kind of does, and it's in also this place called the Austin Bicycle Museum, and so there's all these crazy bicycles around you. Like there's this one bicycle that's 100 feet long with a big snake.
That's
with
crazy.
Like 30 seats in it. There's all this nuts of stuff, and you just sit outside on picnic tables and eat like Indian food out of this trailer. But it is so fucking tremendous.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm down. They open at 5 o'clock every day. It's on Rainy Street.
There's this Korean restaurant you should come to with me one day up by the Galaxy Cinema. It's real good.
Is there any food type that you don't like?
Is it trailer food? Because I only eat trailer food.
No, it's not trailer food. It's a sit down.
Is there any food type you don't like?
I don't like seafood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to break out of that, but seafood's just fucking disgusting.
I can't eat it.
God, it's the worst.
I'm surrounded by people who don't like seafood.
Yeah.
Jack doesn't like seafood. No one likes seafood.
It's hard, too, because, like, for me, because I just bought this really expensive cookbook. Suppose it was the Epicurious said it was the cookbook of the year for last year. And I get it home, and I go to the entrees. One entree that's not seafood.
Well, that's not
Every
a good
other
that's not a
entree
good
is
cookbook.
seafood.
Then it's not.
They say it
that's
is.
not good diversity.
That's how I fucked
It's
up.
all seafood.
Had my Nigerian cornbread in there, and I fucking destroyed that.
Nigerian cornbread.
That was a mess. Man. That was so
I think the more you get
Did
into
it ask
cooking,
you
the
for
more
money to like free up
Yeah,
more money
right.
from a bank?
It's really
No, but I had to go.
Insert joke here.
I had to go all the way to the other side of town to an Indian grocery store to buy these seeds called Nigella because it called for them. It took me about 2 hours to track these seeds down. I went to like 4 grocery stores. I finally found them in this little Indian grocery store. Put all this work into it, and it was a mess.
What-
It was disgusting.
Do you remember where'd you end up finding it?
MGM is what it's called, I think.
I don't even know where that is.
It's on Burnett, like kind of up in Furniture Row area.
Yeah.
And it's just in a strip mall next to a shoe store, and it's just like tiny little Indian grocery store. It's actually really cool, and it was a cool experience. I saw some crazy stuff in that store. It's called MGM, I think is what it's called. Yeah, you should
Interesting.
look it up. I think my wife. They have a little lunch counter there too, as well.
Well, it's no Garage Mahal though.
No, I don't think so. Garage Mahal is fantastic. You got to check it out.
Man, this might be like the most food discussion we've ever had in a podcast.
I had this thing at Garage Mahal. I think it's called Paneka or Paneka.
Mm-hmm.
It's an appetizer. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong or saying the wrong thing, but it's like a bunch of vegetables smashed together and then deep fried.
Oh, come on.
So it's like a
awesome.
vegetable deep fried vegetable cookie almost. Probably one of the 10 best things I've ever put in my mouth.
That sounds awesome.
That
It
sounds
was
awesome.
so good.
Matt and I went to go get Ethiopian food at one time when we were in LA, and they had this thing called, I know, right? But there's this thing that's like, it's in between rice and pasta. It's some weird substance, and it's like they bring it to you, it's like an ace bandage, and you unroll it and you stick your freaking food in, you eat that damn thing, and it's awesome.
Did you eat it with your hands? You're supposed to eat Ethiopian food with your hands.
I totally
There's an
agree.
Ethiopian place right over there, close to where we live, Jeff, and I always want to eat there. I just never remember to go there.
I've been meaning. It's called Astor's Ethiopian, and I've been meaning to go there for a while because I have heard so many good things about that place from
Me
so
too.
many people. Everybody seems to love it.
Yep.
And Ethiopian food's supposed to be super spicy too, which actually
I like that.
I love. Yeah.
But it's like when I was in LA, like all the food there was great except for Tex-Mex. They could not get Tex-Mex right.
California Mexican food's the worst.
It's right. Now that I'm in Austin, the Tex-Mex food here is awesome. The burgers are awesome. Steaks are awesome. I feel like I can't find like any Asian food that's really hitting it
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's just or like I'm not sure that like when you stray too far here in Austin, it just doesn't. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the Asian food is definitely lacking here. But that Korean place, it's called Chosun Galbi. It's up there by Highland Mall. It's real good.
What's the best Chinese food in Austin?
There's not really very much good Chinese food. I might have to say Sun
Sun
Hing,
Hing, yeah.
which is out there on the drag, like across from Dirty Martin's.
And they deliver to us. So they deliver to you too as well.
Yeah.
Sun Hing's good. You should check that out.
I can't really think of a decent place other than Sun Hing. The Chinatown downtown's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like,
Super hit or miss.
comparatively to everything else. Everything else sucks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, comparatively, it's good.
I think that's probably just Texas as a whole, right?
I don't know. Houston has a lot of good Chinese food.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
I've had some Asian food there a couple times that I wasn't too keen on.
All right. Well, should we wrap up our food podcast?
We should wrap up.
And maybe we should wrap up a burger and go eat
And
that.
next week, we should, instead of music, we should start with a recipe.
Maybe we'll do that. We'll start planning like subliminal recipes that like very quietly.
Someone
into the
please
theme song.
incorporate a recipe into music.
Hey Gus, what do you want to eat for lunch today? What do you feel like?
I don't know. Something fast. I got to edit the podcast to put it out today.
Yeah, I got a lot of Bioshock work to do too.
All right. Well, let's go get to it.
All right.
All right. Thanks for
Bye,
listening.
guys.